Hey guys. All right. Let's see what's going on. How are you guys? I already have a super sticker. Okay, we're going to get started right away. All right, David, thank you very much. David says, I'm on PUA. My date changed to September 4th, but still zero balance, and I didn't certify on the 28th. What's going on, please? I haven't heard anything. So the EDD did state that they had finished PUA and that PUA would be able to certify by March 28th. I've heard from several people that they have not been able to certify and they are on PUA. So that goes against what the EDD released in their most recent press release. However, prior to that, they did say that they're going to take up until April 10th. So they're releasing contradictory information. They should have you extended if they release that press release saying that exhausted balances would be able to certify by March 28th. So you can either wait up until the 10th, because I feel like they are just still behind because they're the EDD and they're going to continue to roll out those existing claims that haven't been updated with balance. Or you could call into customer service. If you call in, you might waste a lot of time and they might just tell you to wait until the 10th. So if it were me, I would wait up until the 10th. I know that you probably need to certify, but you might be waiting up until the 10th. So either call into customer service or wait up until the 10th, which was the original date that they had stated before. All right, so I don't have any more help than that on that problem. All right, let's see. Scrolling up to the top, Bambi says, what does Tier 2 mean? Okay, so Tier 2 is a part of the PEUC extension. PEUC extensions are for those traditional unemployment claims. You were an employee, ran out of benefits, and then you go on to a PEUC extension. There are 3 different tiers. Tier 1 was the first one, which was 13 weeks. Tier 2 is the second one, which is 11 weeks. And then Tier 3 is this new phase that we're entering into, which is 29 weeks long. So if in your UI online, you see extension Tier 2, that means you're PEUC. Now, if you see that you're PEUC and you're wondering when you're going to be extended, you're going to be waiting up until April 10th through April 30th. So they said as early as the 10th or as late as the 30th. Now, they said that they finished PUA early, which they haven't fully finished it. So they could start doing it a little bit earlier, but sometime between the 10th and the 30th. All right. Let's see. KKAL. Oh, when can we expect to certify again? I'm on extension Tier 2 with a zero balance. So same as the question that I just answered. Same exact one. You're going to be certifying sometime between April 10th and April 30th if you're PEUC with a $0 balance. Could be sooner, but what they've said is between the 10th and the 30th. All right, Jeffrey says, hi, Ginny. If you're low income and covered California was so expensive during COVID, I wasn't covered a year. How much will I pay in fees? You know, I'm not sure. I don't know the fees for not having health insurance, so I can't share that information with you, unfortunately. Let's see. Francisco says, hi, I called EDD and they told that I didn't have to do anything and I'm Fed Ed extension. Okay, so EDD oftentimes is stating one thing on their website, and then when you call into customer service, you're told something else. Unfortunately, this is very common right now. So I'm guessing that you called in because you reached the end of your benefit year. If you reach the end of your benefit year, the EDD states everywhere online, press releases everywhere. They even made a page for it, standalone page recently. They state that you must file a new claim. And you must see if you qualify. If you don't qualify, then they extend your old claim. Well, if you called into customer service, they told you not to do anything, then you are set. They either put it into your account that you don't qualify and they updated it, but maybe they weren't clear about telling you that, or they're giving you other instructions. So I would follow their instructions. I do wish that they would provide consistent information though, so it was more clear. But if you reach the end of your benefit year and your UI, Fed Ed, PEUC, you need to try to file a new claim so you don't get stuck in pending. So it is still best if you're able to do so to call into customer service, because that way they can look at your own unique claim and they can give you your specific instructions. All right, Bison American Club, thank you very much. How far back can I request backdating? Finally got approved 2 weeks ago. Balance and payouts are currently $7,500 and $5K. Or am I being Greedy and shouldn't ask. You're not being greedy for asking for what is due to you, for what your tax dollars are paying for. So don't feel that that's greedy if you are trying to get something that you're entitled to. Now, if you applied December 27th or later, you can only backdate as early as December 1st, 2020. If you applied December 26th or earlier, you can backdate as early as February 2nd. You can request this backdating through Ask EDD. Okay, let's see, I did that one. Francisco says, I already did that one. Mike D says, if I get denied my new claim in July, will I get my weekly benefit amount plus the extra $300 in September? Okay, so if you are denied, hold on, fixing broken things so I can keep up with everyone. All right, if you're denied your new claim in July, we get your weekly benefit amount plus the $300 till September. Yes. So if you are denied your new claim when you file a new claim, then because you didn't work, the EDD is going to keep you on your old claim and they're going to extend it. Now, if you're PEUC, they're going to extend you up until September 4th. Yes, the $300 boost is active up until September 4th. So as long as you are collecting any sort of benefits in any sort of amount that is not $0, then you will receive that additional $300. John Francis Garcia, hello, Ginny. I heard the IRS will send a refund to those who in unemployment. Can you tell me what will happen if I don't pay the $600 I owe the IRS, but I'm qualified for the $10,200 tax-free? Okay, so up to $10,200 of your unemployment benefits are to be tax-free on the federal level. And in the state of California, we aren't taxed on the state level for our unemployment benefits anyway. So if your AGI, your adjusted gross income, is below $150,000, then you qualify to have the first $10,200 of your own individual unemployment benefits untaxed. Now, many of you have filed your taxes or in the process of filing your taxes, and your software wasn't updated yet when you filed. The legislation hadn't yet been finalized. The IRS didn't give guidance, etc. And you had a balance due to the IRS. Now, many of you may not have paid that balance yet, and you might be wondering, should I hold on to it and wait until they recalculate me? First off, I'm not a CPA, so I can't give you tax advice, but I can tell you what I would do myself. But seek advice from your own CPA or tax preparer. So if it were me, I would want to pay what I owe to the IRS because I would not want to have any penalties or fees because I am waiting on something that I don't know exactly when the IRS is going to process. So the IRS is going to start processing that $10,200 update sometime between May and the end of summer. That's a big range. So we don't know exactly when they're going to process it. Because of that, I would pay what you owe so that you don't accrue any fines and then expect a refund. All right, there's a couple things happening over here. Hold on. Debbie Garcia, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I don't see a question from you. So I think you're just supporting. Thank you. All right. J.A. Sweeney, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Let me make sure there's not a question from you. Thank you. All right. Back to the questions. All right. John Francis, I already did that one. Scrolling down. Toya G says, hey, hi. Squirty Monkey says, our 20 unemployment benefits pushed us out of the EITC AGI limits. Earned income within limits can use 19 income, even if it's lower to qualify. Okay, so let me clarify that question. So when you filed your 2020 income taxes, you might not have qualified for the earned income tax credit because maybe you were unemployed and you didn't have any earned income. Well, on the federal level, the federal government, the federal EITC, which is the earned income tax credit, allows you to use 2019 income to qualify. But the Cal EITC, the California Earned Income Tax Credit, is on the state level. That one does not allow you to use 2019 income to qualify. So You can for the federal, but not for the state. All right. Let's see. David, Michael. Ginny, can I'm not backing the camera up so you can see my desk. That's not what you want to see. I'm not doing that. All right. Asma. Hi, Ginny. Okay. Hello. SXSW. When's the Golden State stimulus coming? Golden State stimulus. If you have an EBT card, if you're on CalWorks, then those payouts have already started, and many are reporting that they're seeing them sent to their EBT card. So expect it to come kind of relatively soon if you have an EBT card and you're on CalWorks. Now, if you're qualifying for the Golden State stimulus based on claiming a California earned income tax credit on your tax return, then you're going to expect the payouts to start mid-April. They have not started that batch yet. So if you're claiming the Cal EITC and getting it on a tax return, then expect them to start mid-April. But the Franchise Tax Board states that they're going to take between 45 and 60 days to disperse that payment to you. So starting in April, but then allow 45 to 60 days after your California return is processed. I need some water. With a loud sip. Jeffrey, what's up? Mike, Sacramento, California. Okay. Let's see. I did that one. Okay, Asma says, I talked to EDD member. He said that my account is backdated, but I didn't receive any letter or online notification. What should I do now? They aren't good at notifying you. That's correct. So what you will notice is you'll see your start date change in UI Online. You'll see your start date change, and then shortly following that, up to 2 weeks after, you will receive the certifications for those additional weeks. So you will need to wait until you see those certifications populate there, and then you'll be able to certify for all of your retroactive weeks. But they can take about 2 weeks for them to populate, so it is kind of a slow process. All right. J.A. Sweeney, thank you very much. Sent without a question. I'm sorry. Sorry, we missed your question. Okay, let's see. But my question is a couple above. Oh, gosh. J.A. Sweeney, I can't scroll through all the comments. J.A. Sweeney, type your comment, and then Michael, who's moderating for me. Michael, can you find J.A. Sweeney's question and blast it out to me? Michael will find it for me. All right. Addy, thank you very much. I filled out a PUA claim about a month ago. It was denied because I made a mistake and put 2019 as my unemployment year instead of 2020. What can I do? Oh, no. So they're going to deny you. Go online and do it again. So file a new claim, start from the beginning. You can appeal the decision if you want to, but that's going to be a much longer process. So if it were me, I would just file a new claim. Once they deny you, they're going to send you a $0 notice. And then I would go online, I would file a new claim, and I would start from the beginning, unfortunately. That's probably going to be the fastest process for you as opposed to filing an appeal. If you do want to file an appeal, you can do that, or you can call customer service and see if you can change any information on your application, but they've already processed it. It's already been denied. Most likely the fastest thing will be to file a new claim from the start. All right, Don L., thank you very much. Hi, I just spoke with a tier 2 rep, and he told me that I do not have to reapply. I have a zero balance in my benefit year ends 4/5/21. He told me to wait. I am on PEUC and I have not worked. I hope he is right. Okay, so if the tier 2 rep told you don't have to apply, oftentimes what happens is you will call into customer service. They will say you don't qualify. And while they're telling you that, they're marking in your account that you don't qualify. And then the extension gets applied. So it sounds like you did what you need to do, and now you're going to be extended. All right, let me see if I have that old question that I was missing before. Okay, Michael says, J.A. Sweeney. Oh, you're still looking for it. All right, Michael, find J.A. Sweeney. J.A. Sweeney's question is, I filed a new claim, was on Fed Ed. Last time I lowballed my amount. I'm a server. I gave correct amount. Will they deny me? Okay, so if you filed a new claim, if you lowballed your amount, they're not going to deny you because you included correct income information, but they will deny you if you do not qualify for a new claim. And then if they don't qualify you for a new claim, you're going to have your old claim extended using the PEUC extension up until claim week ending September 4th. So you should be set either way. You can amend your old application and update your income amount if you want to try to get retroactive payments for that higher amount. You would want to call customer service. I know you don't want to, but it might be worth it for the additional money. Call customer service and tell them that you made an error. They're going to ask for proof of income, but it might be worth it for you to do that. All right, Don L., thank you very much. Let's see, I just spoke to a tier 2 rep, told me I don't have to reapply. Okay, I got that one. Hey, Zeus, thank you. Whoa, hey, Zeus. That is very generous of you, my friend. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the support. My PUA extension kicked in, but they didn't pay 6 weeks. That was behind while waiting for the extension, and then started paying, and it all said not paid. Okay, so let's see. Your extension, PUA extension kicked in. They didn't pay 6 weeks. You're waiting for the extension. Okay, so if there's a gap from payments, unfortunately, you have to call customer service, and you do have to have a rep kind of repopulate those certifications for you. Not paid means that they're not ever going to be paid until you fix them and kind of recertify for them. Now with PUA, if you were an employee and they moved you to PUA as an extension, and then they migrated you back over to a PEUC extension, then those weeks always fall off. Now, if you're PUA and you're self-employed, that's usually not a typical problem for PUA claims because they aren't able to certify unless the program has been extended. So if you're still missing those weeks and they're still not paid, then I would call customer service, unfortunately. Use my how to call video. What you do is you call the 833-978-2511 phone number at the 1:35 timestamp of when you're calling. Then you enter in very quickly. Double check the video because I'm not remembering it. I think it's 134, but double check the video. Michael's going to link the video right now, and then it hopefully will help you get through a little faster. And thank you very much for that very generous donation. All right, I'm scrolling down, getting some questions from the comments. Let's see. Scrolling. Andrew says, hi, PEUC here and certified past my benefit year and down to 0. Got an email about being put on the extension, but it's the Fed Ed, it says. I personally think that's an outdated message. Should be PEUC. Not necessarily. So it's going to be one or the other, whichever one kicks in for you first. It could be it is an automated message. But it doesn't mean that you are not going to go on Fed Ed first. It's going to be whichever program is applied to your claim first. So if they're sweeping the system and they're updating whoever qualifies for Fed Ed and you qualify, they're going to put you on that because I say their goal, but we all see them not pay people for various reasons. Their goal is to keep you paid. So if Fed Ed pays out for you faster than waiting up until April 30th for PEUC, then you might go into Fed Ed first. So yes, the message is automatic, but you could very well go into Fed Ed first. So don't be alarmed if that happens. All right, let's see. Cambria says, if I already filed my taxes, but I qualify for the $10,200 tax-free unemployment, should I file an amendment if the $10,200 amount puts me in a different tax bracket? Okay, so the IRS stated, as a general statement for everyone, the IRS has stated that you do not need to file an amendment if you already filed your 2020 income taxes in order to have your account recalculated and receive a refund for the $10,200 tax difference. But if that $10,200 tax difference impacts your AGI so much that you now then qualify for additional benefits such as a federal EITC credit or a Cal EITC, etc., or it puts you in a different tax bracket and so you're taxed less, then you would want to file an amendment. So seek the counsel of a CPA, because I'm not a CPA, but that is direct from what the IRS stated in their most recent press release. So if it does impact your AGI so greatly that you qualify for additional tax benefits, then yes, you do most likely want to amend. Henry Martinez, thank you very much. Ginny, do you think the EDD will eventually have an online chat option since it's so hard to get through over the phone? So they have stated in a few recent press releases that they are creating an automated, basically a bot, a chat bot. I haven't checked in the last 2 days to see if it's live. Their press release made it seem like it was. I'm not impressed by that sort of an idea, though. I'd rather see them putting in actual updates that really help. But they do say that they are developing a chat bot. So they're not developing, however, chat with a live person, which would be very helpful. All right. Charles, thank you very much. Hi, my PUC unemployment year ends on May 3rd. I have no money this year, so I don't qualify for a new unemployment. When should I call them to have them update my account that expires on May 3rd? Okay, so PUC expiring May 3rd. You can call in and file for a new claim up to 5 days before your claim expires. Now, you know that you don't qualify. You can do it online if you want, but the fastest way still seems to be for most people to call into customer service up to 5 days before, because then they can override the need to file a new claim and do ID verification and get denied and just go straight to putting you on the extension. However, every once in a while, people will report that they call into customer service and they won't do it for them. So I still would call in if it were me, because I would want to save the time. All right, scrolling down in the chat. All right, the dog paw got a notice extended to September, added to balance. I started in February a year ago, but had many working weeks here and there, self-employed. Okay, yeah, so you're self-employed, your PUA, you're going to be extended until September 4th. I'm glad you got a notice. All right, Shirley, what's the PUA mean? What do I need to do? Well, Shirley, I can't exactly tell based on your situation there and that comment. PUA is Pandemic Unemployment Assistance for those individuals that were self-employed and lost their source of income during the pandemic. So that's what PUA is. If you need to apply, go to edd.ca.gov. All right, WCXDATX. Maybe I should have tried to read that. I'm not sure. I have 2020 self-employment income, but no 2019 income. When I tried to fill out a new PUA claim this week, it only asked for 2019 net income. No question asked for 2020 income. What do I do? Okay, so you are going to be asked for the last year's worth of income prior to being unemployed. And they oftentimes will ask you for 18 months, but it's usually based on the last 12 months. So you're going to follow whatever instructions you see in the application online. And yes, for self-employed, you're looking at net income, not your gross income. Fairy Dawn says, hi, Ginny, you're a very hard worker woman. Thank you very much. Been working since I was 9. All right, Manny Gonzalez, if my claim expired last year in May 2020 and I applied for another claim and I got denied, would I need to apply again this year? No earnings since then. So if it expired last year in May and then you applied for another claim, got denied, and you were extended, would you need to apply this year? So if you last May 2020, you're almost coming up on another year. Yes, you would need to file another claim at that point in time, but most likely you will want to call into customer service. All right, let me make sure I'm not missing anything over here. Okay, I think I'm doing okay. All right, scrolling down. I am at 2:05 in the chat box. As a reminder, you guys, I can never get all of the questions that I get. I usually only see about 30% of your comments that you send to me because there's so many. So I do as many as I possibly can. Debbie Garcia, I'm on extension tier 2. I'm a $0 balance. And yesterday I got a message in my inbox saying that I exhausted my claim and that I'll be getting an extension and shouldn't do anything. Is this true? Extension Tier 2 is a PEUC extension on a UI claim. If you're at a $0 balance, you're going to be extended up until claim week ending September 4th. If you are within your benefit year has not ended, there's nothing you need to do. It will be automatic, and it will be applied to your claim sometime between April 10th and April 30th. So you still have a while to wait, unfortunately. All right, Gina. Hi, Ginny. I hope you and your family are having a wonderful Saturday. My third stimulus check was mailed on 3/26 on Get My Payment. Do you know when I should be getting it? Unfortunately, they note that they mail paper checks and the cards, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they were sent out that day. Many individuals who see that they were mailed something don't receive it for several weeks later. So I'd expect it to come within another 2 weeks because that does seem to be the slowest delivery method. All right. H2V Pro Eternal. Someone has to make a petition. I have a petition. It's on change.org. It's linked in many of my videos. Go sign it. All right. Christopher Cordova, thank you very much. PEUC here. Claim year expires in May. My balance ran out back in March 13th. What do I do? Okay, so if your claim year expires in May, you're not going to need to file a new claim until May. So when your benefit year reaches that date, that's when you'll file a new claim. You have a $0 balance. You are waiting on the next round of PEUC extensions, and the EDD will be applying your extension sometime between April 10th and April 30th. So all you have to do right now is wait. Scrolling down. All right, Roberto, I'm on PEUC extension tier 2 and have claim balance of $3,600. I do not see the Certify for benefits on my home screen. Do I need to wait until April 10th? PEUC, you're going to be waiting until April 10th through April 30th. It could take up until April 30th until you're able to certify because they're updating the extension and all of the claims right now, not right now, but between the 10th and 30th. You aren't going to be able to certify until then, unfortunately. All right, Charles, thank you very much. What if your PEUC ends middle of April, but your unemployment year ends beginning of May? Can you call 5 days before your balance runs out? No, it's 5 days before your benefit year. If your balance runs out, you're going to be extended up until claim week ending September 4th. So you are going to be extended automatically and have additional claim balance added in automatically as long as you reach a $0 balance and they apply the extension before your benefit year ends. But they're not going to be applying PEUC extensions until April 10th through April 30th. So you're going to be waiting on that. And then when your claim expires, then you will want to call you won't want to call customer service, but you'll need to. All right, make sure I'm not missing things over here. There's so much stuff going on, so many questions. All right, always so many. 2069, wow, she does blink a lot. I do, I'm doing it right now. I blink a lot, I do. And I think the reasons are threefold. Number one, because I'm looking into very bright light so that you can see my face and you can see my eyes. They're right there. They make me blink. Number two, higher level cognitive processing kind of results in more blinking, some studies say, and I don't ever use a script and I very rarely use notes. So I'm always thinking. Number three, I have a lot of allergies and I have dry eyes. All right, Renee Prine. I had a $0 balance and maximum benefits paid. I called EDD and they filed a new claim for me. And the guy said to wait for the new claim to be reviewed. Then the extension should be added to my claim. Okay, so if you have $0 balance, max benefits paid, called in. If you are PEUC, you will not have the extension applied until April 10th through April 30th, because that is when they're updating those claims. Could be done sooner, but that's when they're doing it. If you qualify for a new claim, they're going to have your claim in the review process for anywhere between 1 and 3 weeks, because that's how long it takes them to review a new claim once you are approved. Scrolling down. All right, you guys. As a reminder, I can never get all the questions, so I just get as many as I possibly can. Nikki says, the 11-week extension, the same as the one that goes to September. It says they extended 11 weeks, but says it goes to September. So what will happen? Okay, so they update your claim end date to September 4th. But if you're talking about PEUC, there are 3 different tiers of PEUC. The first one was 13 weeks, the next one was 11 weeks, and then there's 29 weeks. So they apply PEUC extensions in those chunks because they correlate to different stimulus bill provisions. So you're going to see tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 noted in your claim when you look at the transaction type. So that's why they're doing it in those chunks, even though your end date says September 4th. So there will be additional claim balance added in order to get you up to September 4th. All right. Let's see, MF777. I'm only 1099, but EDD said I'm both W-2 and 1099, but that's not true. Did you have any amount of W-2 income, even if it was for a week, 1 week, because they count it. As long as it's $1,300 or more, they still count your W-2 income, even if it is a very small amount. So that could possibly be the problem. But if that's not your case, then you will need to contact customer service and try to fix that because you want to make sure you're classified properly. All right, Esther says, Ginny, should I amend my taxes since I believe I would qualify for the EITC on the federal level? So the IRS did state that if you your $10,200 worth of unemployment benefits that are to be untaxed if your AGI is below $150,000. If you already submitted 2020 income taxes, they will calculate that and refund you automatically starting in mid-May. But the IRS also stated in that same press release that you may want to amend your taxes if that decrease in AGI, because those $10,200 are removed from your AGI. Oh, Michael, I just missed that last donation. Can you let me know what it was? So if that lowers your AGI enough where you now qualify for either a lower tax bracket or an EITC, then you would want to amend. So contact your tax preparer and you may want to amend, but seek their help first. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I missed something and I want to scroll up. No, I got that one. Okay. Multitasking, you guys. There's so much in these live streams. Tony says, I have 11 pending payments still after I verified my ID. They're not paying me for my past pending payments. Why? Okay, so if you verified your ID, the EDD has to apply that to your claim. If they didn't yet apply it, then they will still be pending. Now, when the EDD applies it to your claim, they will send you a text message stating that they have applied that verification. If you didn't receive the text message yet, then you're still waiting for them to apply it, and they're going to continue to be pending. If you did receive that message, call into customer service. You have to fix it with them in that case. All right, scrolling up. I am at the 217 timestamp. Michelle Hernandez, I really appreciate you so much for your help. Thank you, Michelle. I really appreciate that. Martin says, can I apply for a new claim even if I have a $2,000 balance on my PUC extension? So the balance is irrelevant. What matters is the end of your benefit year. If you've reached the end of your benefit year, then you will need to, okay, thank you, Michael. Then you will need to file a new claim. So check your claim start date in UI Online and then count 12 months out because yours probably says on extension. So once you reach 12 months after that start date, that's when you need to reapply. So it doesn't matter about your balance. It matters about your claim end date. All right. Todd says, is this true because I can't verify anything he said? Todd, I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know. Who's he? Is he a trustworthy guy? I don't know. Naeli Thompson, Ginny, how long does it take for ID.me to verify me? I'm stuck in the video part where I have to wait and show them my documents. The wait, You guys, a lot of people are getting these wait times between 5 and 6 hours, but then they just keep saying 6 hours. And some of my subscribers tell me they've been on hold for 12 hours. Initiate the video chat at off hours. I believe they're open 24 hours a day for video chats. Initiate it at 2 a.m., at midnight, etc. And most subscribers then report that they get through with little issues and much faster to no wait time. So try to change the time that you're doing it. All right. Scrolling down. Manny Gonzalez. I don't know what that is. Jay Clearwater Love. ID.me is not working with EDD. I don't have an update on that. Currently, they're still sending requests for people to verify with ID.me, but they most likely could be changing that in the future. All right. Sherry F., my Fed Ed had another month left, but my benefit year ended. I had a rep refile for regular, and I qualified for the max and got 26 additional weeks plus the extra 300. Very easy trick to get through. Okay, good. So if you qualified for the max and got 26 additional weeks and plus the extra 300, sounds like you're all set. So I'm glad you fixed that. J.A. Sweeney, you rock. Thanks. By the way, I'm a children's author and want to send you a book. Thank you. That's great. I really appreciate that. Esther Cortez, that guy. Oh, I see. Okay, so the $100 was in pesos. I see. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. My computer didn't populate that. That's really funny. All right, Sherry F. Ginny, I found an easy way to get through to the EDD. I'm guessing it's the 134 trick that I have already shared. In addition to the 134 trick, when you call into customer service at the 135 timestamp, you enter in 134 and it will take you to a hold line faster. Additionally, if you enter in 124 as menu options, you select the Spanish line, etc. It does seem to be faster. All right, NC, thank you very much. My benefit year is over and I still have a claim balance left from the second tier of PUC for 7 weeks. I applied for a new claim last week and I certify tomorrow. Will I get paid by tomorrow night? Okay, so if you have a claim balance left over, second tier of PUC, you applied for a new claim last week, I would not expect to be able to certify and get paid tomorrow because what you're waiting on, once you apply for a new claim, you're waiting to be either approved or denied for a new claim. So what you need to receive first in order to move forward in the process is you need to first be approved or denied and receive that notice. If you're approved for a new claim, that claim is going to be in review for the first 1 to 3 weeks. So even if you certify, you'll most likely see it pending for up to 3 weeks at first. Additionally, hold on, Michael, you're sending me too much stuff. Okay. So if you certify and you're on a new claim, it's going to be pending for up to 1 to 3 weeks while they review your new claim. Now, if you did not qualify for a new claim, and you are waiting to receive the next letter that says, because first you receive a denial letter and then second you receive an approval letter for an extension, then you have to wait and have your UI online updated. So there's, unfortunately, I would expect a few weeks either way for you to certify and be paid. All right. Let's see. Got that one. Scrolling down. Alla and TV. I really struggled with reading that name. I applied for a new claim last week. How long till I hear something from them? So new claims can take up to 3 weeks for them to approve you or deny you. So I would expect between 1 and 3 weeks. All right, Gandalf, is the $10,200 for married couples only? No. So $10,200 worth of your unemployment benefits from tax year 2020 are to be untaxed on the federal level if your AGI, adjusted gross income, is below $150,000. So if you're below $150,000, then $10,200 worth of your unemployment benefits are to be untaxed. Now, if you're married filing jointly and each of you received benefits, then each of you would have $10,200 of your unemployment benefits untaxed on the federal level. So no, it's not for those who are only married. All right, check in my stickers. I'm good. Scrolling down. Oh, breaking things. All right, I'm at 220. 222. Let's see. Got that one. Sierra M. I'm an on-call teacher's assistant. Last week I worked but this week I didn't. What option should I choose when certifying on the website? I'm not sure what you mean by what option specifically. I'm guessing maybe you're talking about the 7 numbers. I don't remember the question numbers where there's a big long list of COVID-related reasons. Regardless, when you work, if you are an employee, which it sounds like you are, you will certify and claim your income the week that you do the work. So you will claim what you earned the week that you do the work, regardless of when you're paid. So you will have 1 week where you certify and you claim the income on that certification. And then your next week, you will certify and you won't claim any income. You're going to select that your work was impacted, you're working less hours due to the pandemic. All right. Melissa O'Hara, you are doing just great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see. Rendy X4, are we going to pay back the benefits? No, unless you did something wrong. So no, you are not going to have to pay back your benefits. They are yours to keep. However, if you did not claim income when you worked and earned income, or you stated you're self-employed and you stated your gross income instead of your net income, or you made a false statement, then you would have to pay back benefits. But as long as you are squared away, everything is as it should be, you do not have to pay your benefits back. Mayor Bear, are people getting notifications that they qualify for extensions, or are they just implemented? People are getting notifications. However, what I'm noticing is that people are getting notifications after their accounts have been updated. That's not true for everyone, but in many cases, people are receiving the notifications after the accounts have already been updated. So you will receive a notification, but it might come later. So check for your start date and your certification. Check for your end date and your certifications and your clean balance updates on UI Online regularly. Don't wait for the notification, because oftentimes you won't be notified. Those notifications that you have certifications available sometimes take time to come through. So just continue to check. I'm thirsty. Hold on. All right, Melissa O'Hara, thank you very much. $1,300 on W-2 for earnings at UI. If self-employed, at $1,400. I'm guessing that you're asking if you qualify for PUA, if your self-employment earnings are $1,400. Yes, PUA does not have a minimum income requirement. They will just put you at that minimum PUA amount of $167. So you would qualify in that case. All right, Ashika says, Akeisha, my PUC still says the same. Only different is that my end date is 8/14/2021. PEUC claims have not been updated yet with the extension. PEUC are going to be updated with the newest extension sometime between April 10th and April 30th. So no, PEUC is not updated yet. You're right. And you are still waiting. And it's unfortunately going to be a long wait. And I really hope they do it a little faster than they're saying. All right, scrolling down. Mike D, Ginny for city mayor. You guys would hate me if I was any sort of a government official, anything official with the EDD. You would not like me. You like me because I'm on your side and I tell it like it is. All right, Lupe says, I ran out of funds on March 28th and got paid for both weeks, but $150 less. Can you tell me why? My year doesn't end until September. If you were out of funds on March 28th, got paid for both weeks, but $150 less. I can't tell you why because I don't know enough about your claim. It could be that you claimed income and had your benefits decreased because you claimed some income. It could be that you were switched from one type of claim to another type of claim. It could be that you had to could be a number of different things. So if you're not sure why, you'll have to call into customer service because I don't know enough about your claim, unfortunately. Zilinar, thank you very much. I received the extension letter and it showed up online and I was able to certify, but I'm stuck in pending for the past 2 weeks. Any thoughts? Okay, so if you received an extension letter, you're able to certify and it's stuck in pending. Are you at the end of your benefit year? If you are, UI, PEUC, Fed Ed, look in UI online, look at your claim start date, count 12 months out. If you are outside of your benefit year, then you need to file a new claim, and that is why you're pending. Now, if that's not the reason, and you received an extension letter, that doesn't mean that they have updated your claim in UI Online. So check UI Online. Did you have your end date changed to September 4th? Did you have additional claim balance added in? Because a letter just means that they are going to update you. It doesn't mean that they have, in fact, processed it. So most likely, you are still waiting. Melissa O'Hara, I'm going to be famous. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Slamming my drink down. Scrolling down, getting lost in all these questions. Okay, did that one. Scrolling. Jahan, you have never answered my questions in 6 months. That is real sorry. I have no money. I've not seen no money since December 21. Jahan, first up, I get a lot of questions. I think it's obvious that I do the very best that I can to answer as many as I possibly can, but there will never, ever be a way for me to answer all of them. Now, to your question, I don't have any information from you here. You're stating you don't have any money, you haven't seen any money since December 21st. You'll have to provide me with a little more detail than that. But if you are waiting on an extension since December 21st, you'll need to call customer service. I don't have enough detail here to tell you what's going on with your claim, but if you are PUA, you should have already been extended. So that would be call customer service. If you're PEUC, you're going to be waiting up until April 10th through April 30th for the extension to be applied to your claim. But if you were exhausted by December 21st, they should have already applied that. So once again, I would call customer service for that. If you reach the end of your benefit year and your claim has expired, then you would need to file a new claim. So that's my information for you. In addition to that, you could call your assembly member and try to get them on your side with providing additional help for you. And Michael can hopefully post the link right now for how to find your assembly member. Okay. Scrolling down, April says, I'm still on pending. Every representative says my claim is under review. How long will this last? All right, okay. So if you are pending, claim is under review. That tells me that you filed a new claim, I'm guessing. So it sounds like you reached the end of your benefit year, you filed a new claim, and you qualified for a new claim. This is what I'm guessing. You can let me know down below if I'm correct. So in that case, the new claims are going to be in review for 1 to 3 weeks. It varies greatly depending on how quickly they process you. So most likely you'll be in review for a few weeks and there's nothing you can do to speed it up, unfortunately. Let me just see if we had anything there. Okay. Scrolling down. Sherry F, call in. I did, and I got my new claim over the phone. Okay, good. I know that as soon as I say call in, you guys immediately get angry because you say, how do I call in? I can't get through. I have a how to call video. The trick does still work. However, expect it to take several times. In the video, which I made about 2 or 3 days ago, I get through on the first try. My luck, I wish it was bestowed upon someone else, one of you. But I get through every time I try. Some people get through within a few tries and some people get through within many tries. But you guys got to stop trying right when they open. Right when they open at 8 a.m. If you don't get through in the first few calls, wait and try later when people have given up and have lost steam. Try 3 p.m., 4 p.m. That's the time frame that I always have the best luck with. And then the how to call trick, Michael is going to link down there in the comments for you, and you can watch it. You type in 134 very quickly at the 1 minute and 35 second timestamp in the phone call, and it really helps. All right. Did that one. Oh man, I gotta get to a more recent timestamp. Okay, I did that question. Did that one. Doug Sharp, I cannot get through to EDD. January 3rd, my benefits were 0. I am told that I cannot file a new claim until my benefit year ends, which is June 2021. Okay, so if you are at a balance of 0, you were UI or PUC, you were waiting until the EDD can implement the newest round of extensions. They're going to be extending your claim up until claim week ending September 4th. However, they are not going to be updating your claim until between April 10th and April 30th. So that is when PUC extensions, which is the extension for traditional UI claims, are going to be applied. So you're going to be waiting until then. Because your benefit year hasn't ended yet, there's no reason to call in. You can't speed it up if you're waiting on a PUC extension. So unfortunately, it's a long wait. I'm very sorry, but it's going to be between April 10th and April 30th. Cindy, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I don't think you had a question because I don't see one in there. Thank you for the support. All right, Michelle Hernandez. Oh, Michelle, you don't need to send money. I just appreciate your support. Run a playlist in the background. It really helps my channel. Leave me 5 comments on videos when I post a new one. It really helps. Sierra M, okay, I already did that one. I did it earlier. Melissa O'Hara, thank you. Tammy, thank you very much. Randy, are we going to pay back some of the benefits? No, they are yours to keep unless you submitted a false statement. All right, Crystal Lamar. So I'm in California. I had a 0 balance and was on the extension, PUC, supposedly extension until May 2021. However, it never updated or applied on its own. So I had to call the unemployment. Okay, so if you are 0 balance on PUC, you're not going to have your claim updated until between April 10th and April 30th. So you're waiting for the EDD to apply that newest round of extensions to your claim. Now, many of you didn't give me a date here. If you are waiting from an extension and you should have had the 11-week extension and you're missing that one, many people never had that one applied to their claims. You can call into customer service, but I really think that they're going to tell you that you need to wait until between April 10th and April 30th. All right. CLO, when is the last date to do taxes? The IRS has moved the tax filing date to May 17th. May 17th to file, May 17th to pay. However, if you are a self-employed individual who must pay estimated quarterly income taxes like me, then you still have to pay by April 15th. So if you're self-employed and you have to do estimated quarterlies, your deadline has not been changed. But everyone else who's an individual taxpayer, May 17th. While my computer refreshes, I'm going to drink my water. I'm going to check over here for my stickers. Okay, I think I'm good. I got that one. Awkward silence. All right. I am at, where am I? I don't even know where I am. Whoa. Nope. Okay, Jedediah. Looked like there were no changes on a tax form from unemployment return. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but I'm most certain you were talking about the $10,200 unemployment being tax-free on the federal level. You're not going to see changes to your 1099-G. 1099-G isn't where that will be changed. You still must report the full amount in your 1099-G, but if you're using a tax software to file your income taxes, or if you are using a tax preparer, then they will be able to make that change for you. Most tax softwares are updated now, except for on the state level in some states. But check your tax software, check with your tax preparer. They should be all set in most cases for filing that. Now, if you already filed 2020 income taxes, then you are waiting and the IRS will recalculate it and refund you automatically. They will start doing this sometime between May and the end of summer. Now, if you want to double check your taxes and make sure that that $10,200 was tax-free on the federal level, you are going to look on your Schedule 1, and then you're going to look on line 8. Line 8, you will see parentheses, $10,200, and then you will see a code that says UCE, Unemployment Compensation Exclusion. That is how they are removing it from your AGI. So you can double check that way. JW Dasso, you are always here. Thank you very much. My claim end will be on 4/19. Will a button show up on my UI homepage to refile? Or how would I refile? I'll try to call in as suggested. So if your claim year ends, usually your claim will see two things. You'll see manage existing, and then you'll see file a new claim. So that file a new claim button, it's there all the time for some claims. Like my claim, I don't collect because I'm earning income, but I still keep my claim active and I claim my income. I've always had the file a new claim button. I'm PUA. Some claims, UI claims, PUC, won't have the file a new claim button pop up until it's getting close for them to file a new claim. So you can do it there. You can go to the main UI online dashboard and click that file a new claim button. But if you call into customer service, that allows you to confirm that you're doing the right thing for your claim, but also allows you to bypass the need to file a whole application and do ID verification again if you don't qualify. And they can just put the extension in there. All right. Clever Contra says, I had to verify identity. I got a text message stating that I got verified. I got paid out, and then I got another identity verification. So I submitted my ID again, and now I'm stuck and I haven't gotten paid. Okay, so if you got a text message, you had to verify your ID, got paid, you got a second ID verification. That's happening for a lot of people where they're asked to verify a second time, and that's really frustrating. I don't have any way to fix that for you other than to call customer service and see what's going on, because something is not matching up with your claim. Either they did not apply your ID verification and it never processed properly, or they need something additional from you. Either way, you need to call customer service and work through it with them. Juliana says, I still had a 1K in claim. Do I need to file a new claim or wait? I'm not sure if I'm on PUA. Well, you need to figure out if you're on PUA or not, because if you're PUA, you do not have to file a new claim no matter what. In order to determine what type of claim you are, click on UI Online, go to Claims History, and then you're going to click on transaction, the most recent transaction. From there, you'll be able to see the code. If it says DUA, you are PUA. You don't need to file a new claim. If it says extension tier 1, extension tier 2, extension tier 3, Fed Ed or UI, you need to file a new claim when you reach the end of your benefit year. Claim balance doesn't matter. What matters is when you reach the end of your benefit year. All right. Let's see. G group, working less hours, 28 hours. Now applying a new claim might get lesser benefits. I'm worried my 28 hours of work may change to lower hours. My employer will not agree. Can the EDD put me on the same benefits? So if you apply for a new claim, you are currently collecting UI or PUC. You apply for a new claim, the claim is approved, but it's at $25 less of a weekly benefit award amount or even smaller, then you can stay on your old claim. So that should have you covered. All right. Paul Hershey says, thank you for your assistance. Up till now, you're very welcome. Mayor Bear says, thank you. You're very welcome. All right. Juan Antonio, If I'm going to get insurance disability, can I receive the extension? I had $300. This information is for unemployment information. UI, PUA, PEUC, Fed Ed. This is not information for disability. Stimulus bill included provisions for pandemic unemployment. So no, that will not qualify for that. Martin Kimball, I've been trying to get a hold of the unemployment office for the past 3 days. Even tried your trick and it's not working. Any suggestions? That is my suggestion, is the trick, the phone trick. Try calling after 3 p.m. Everyone calls in the morning when people, other YouTubers, etc., still recommend calling right when they open. You can try that, but I don't think everyone tries that. I would try calling all hours of the day, but if you try in the morning, it doesn't work. Try between the 3 and 4 o'clock time frame because people kind of give up that time of day. They're exhausted from trying and usually they give up. So try calling in that way. If you speak Spanish or another language, select that language because usually they have a shorter hold time. Additionally, at the 1:35 timestamp in the phone call, type in 134. That's the trick. Watch the video so that you see exactly how to do it, but do it over and over again. It probably won't work the first time or even the 10th time. All right. And then contact your assembly member if you can't get through. Ashley Nelson, I was told by EDD customer service not to file a new claim. Mine expired 3/15/2020. So they state online when UI, PEUC, Fed Ed reaches the end of their benefit year, that they want you to file a new claim if you qualify for a new claim. Now, if you do not qualify, then they will add the extension to your old claim. If you call into customer service, if they can tell right away that you do not qualify for a new claim, then they will put the extension in on your old claim. If they are telling you to wait, then wait. They're looking at your claim. They might give you some conflicting information than what states online, but you should still call in to check, and it sounds like you did, so that's good. All right, Mark M. Let's see, I honestly came here for updates on any info for PUA. I appreciate the abbreviated versions of bills to be passed and or passed. Okay, thank you for coming. All right, Ashley Nelson, I already got that question. Scrolling down. Melissa O'Hara, thank you. All right, I'm scrolling down, you guys. I am at the 2:49 timestamp. What if I reapplied and they sent me sacking number? What's a sacking number? Let me see if I can figure it out. Sacking number and reward letter. Do I open a new account or will they add to my old PEUC account? I think sacking number is a customer account number. Okay, so if you reapplied, they sent you a new number and an award letter. Do you open a new account? If they sent you a new customer account number, then yes, I would enter that information so that you don't miss any updates that they could be sending you. But in many cases, when people are creating another account, the EDD sends their balance to their old account and then they're confused and they missed it. So I would set it up as they have instructed you to do, but then I would monitor both accounts. All right. Mike Padilla, thank you very much. UI claim year ends 4/10. Can I call an EDD 5 days before, or should I wait until 4/10 to file a new claim? You can call 5 days before. They state that in some of the automated letters that they send out in UI online. They don't state it in all of them, but I'm pretty sure that it does apply to all claims. So you can call 5 days before, and 4/10 is going to be a busy day to call the EDD because 4/10 is the date where they stated they would start implementing the PEUC extensions up through 4/30. So I anticipate 4/10 to be a busy day. So yes, I would call 5 days before. Melissa O'Hara, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right, I did that one. Scrolling down, Phenomenal 13. I called to file a new claim and the rep told me that I don't have enough wages for a new claim, but she still continued my certifications what happens when I exhaust my balance? I'm on tier 2. Okay, so if you do not qualify for a new claim, they are allowed to extend you on your old claim. You're going to exhaust your balance, but then you're going to be extended through claim week ending September 4th with the new stimulus bill. You're going to have additional claim balance added in for 29 weeks to get you up to September 4th. Now, keep in mind the PUC extensions are not going to be applied until between April 10th and April 30th. So you guys are still going to be waiting to see those implemented. So if you hit a $0 balance before that time frame, expect to wait until up to April 30th. All right. Melissa O'Hara says ID.me is best at 3 a.m. Yeah, anytime that is not peak hours after midnight, but she says 3 a.m. So give it a try. All right. Shayla, I need to file a new claim because my benefit year is over, but what if I don't have any wages? Okay, same thing. If you don't qualify because you don't have any wages, then you are going to call into customer service. They will put in that you don't qualify, and then they will extend your old claim. So you will be all set up until September 4th. Was poor says, are you sure that is water in your cup? Well, my friend, I have 2 cups. It's a plethora of cups. This one is water. This one is coffee. And it's like a bucket of coffee. All right. Scrolling down. Paul Hershey, I'm on Fed Ed Extension. I was last paid on 3/14. So I refiled this week, 3/30. Got a note from E that they were processing it. How long will this take? It can take them up to 3 weeks to process a new claim. If you're denied for a new claim, it'll be probably be a little faster than that. But they're going to send you an approval letter, and then they're going to have you certify. Your certifications are most likely going to be pending if you're on a new claim between 1 and 3 weeks, because they have you under review where they're just verifying everything. Now, if you are denied a new claim, then you are going to be waiting for a denial letter. And then separate from that is going to come an approval letter for the extension, and it's confusing. And then after that, you're going to be waiting for them to update your claim. So either way, you're going to be waiting a few weeks, unfortunately. And if you're awaiting a PEUC extension, they will be applying those 2 claims between 4/10 and 4/30. All right, Aqueous Gem. Hello, I have $0 balance, haven't expired my benefit year yet. I received a message on my inbox from them regarding PEUC extensions starting. I'm potentially eligible for PEUC extension, and that I will be. Oh no, I can't find the rest of your question because it's going to update my whole thing. Okay, so if you have a $0 balance and hasn't expired benefit year, message in your inbox, potentially eligible for PEUC. PEUC is going to be applied to your claim, but they're not going to be applying it until between April 10th and April 30th. So you're going to be waiting on that, and then they will automatically apply it to you because you're within your benefit year. All right. Laguna Beach Bunny. I attempted to appeal PUA in February. They lost it. Oh no. Yeah, shocker. Any advice once I get appeal date? My case has tons of issues. Can I email you privately? No, you cannot. Okay, yeah, I don't do one-on-one help for EDD. I only answer questions in the video comments and in the lives, and that's it. All right, so if you have once you get an appeal date, I don't have advice on appeals. Other than the fact that contact your assembly member and have them start being on your side to help you in terms of acting as a liaison between the EDD and you. They will follow up with the EDD, and they will follow up with you. And they have an easier access to tier 2 agents. Oh, okay. I see. I have a question. Contact your assembly member and have them to begin helping you. And that's the best I can give you with that. All right, Michael Holland. Melissa's question is this claim start date from EDD's website? Benefit year 1/31/2021 through 9/4/2021. Okay, Melissa, yes, that's your claim start date and your claim end date. So yeah, you found it. That's it. You were correct. All right, I think that was the only question. Perfect. All right, scrolling down. RP. I was told by Assembly Representative not to file a new claim. My benefit year ended March 22nd, 2021. I was paid for 1 week. Second week still says pending. I think they're wrong. Your assembly member could have told you that, but if you are UI, PEUC, Fed Ed, the EDD in the last 2 weeks has posted everywhere. They even made a standalone page for benefit year, and it very clearly states if you reach the end of your benefit year, file a new claim. These instructions come straight from the Department of Labor, so they don't have a choice in this matter. I feel like even if you are certifying and receiving payments past a benefit year, eventually expect them to go to pending. So the assembly member said that, but EDD states everywhere you must file a new claim. I would call customer service and I would tell them that so that they can either help you file a new claim or they can put in that you don't qualify and then put the extension request in there. All right, Bridget Ramos, thank you very much. I really appreciate your support. I don't see a question in your sticker. I think you're just supporting. Thank you. Let me double check down here. Okay. Scrolling down. Edgar. That was a lot of Eds, my friend. My extension, Tier 2, ended my year end was March 21st. I got a notice I may qualify for Fed Ed on 3/16. I called a couple days ago and a rep told me, check for me. He said I qualify for Fed Ed, so should I wait? Okay, so if you if you called into customer service, then they look in your account and they do whatever is needed to be done within your account in order to get you that next extension. So as long as you called into customer service, they told you that you will qualify for an extension. That means that they have marked in your account that they put in for the extension for you. So you should be all set. If for any reason you certify and things are stuck in pending, then you would need to call back. But otherwise, it sounds like you called in and you are all set. All right. Deborah, I keep certifying, but my payments have been pending since February. Deborah, are you at the end of your benefit year? Go to UI Online, click on Claims Yes, that's wrong. Go to UI Online, look at your claim start date, and then count 12 months out after that start date. That is the end of your benefit year. If you were UI, PEUC, Fed Ed, and you are outside of 12 months after your claim start date, then you must file a new claim. And if you don't, then your payments will be stuck in pending. If that is not your case, and you are within your benefit year, or you are, or you're PUA, PUA does not need to file a new claim, and you're pending, then you need to call customer service because most likely there's some sort of stop payment alert, which is their internal system triggered that's holding your payments back. It could be how you certified. It could be that you said that you weren't looking for work. Their system isn't geared up for the pandemic, even at this point. So those things put an automatic stop payment alert on your claim. It could also be that they need more information or to do a phone interview with you. So if it's the benefit year, you need to file a new claim. If it is not, then call into customer service and see exactly what is going on. All right, scrolling down. Isaiah, hi, Ginny. Thanks for your help. You're very welcome. Thank you. Edgar. Thank you. You're very welcome. I don't know why your name makes me smile. I like repeating it over and over again. All right. Anthony says my benefits. Oh, Anthony, I just lost your question. Hold on. Oh, I'm going to try and find it. People get really mad when I read their name and then I lose their question. Shoot. All right. Anthony, I lost your question. I can't find it. Anthony, ask it down below again and I'll be on the lookout. All right. LA Beautiful. Yes, 410 is when everyone should be updated. No, that's not correct. between 410 and 430 is when everyone should be updated if you are PEUC. PEUC has a range between 410 and 430. All right. Mother says, I haven't certified since January. I haven't been able to, and today finally received an email to certify 314 and 327 only, and my date changed to September. Will I get back pay for January and February? Okay, so if you, I don't know what type of claim you are. If you didn't certify since January, I can't give you a lot of details because I don't know the type of claim you are, but you are entitled to back payment, but it may not automatically populate for you depending on a few different factors. So you'll need to request that from the EDD if you don't see them there. If you want to do it passively and you're okay waiting, then submit the request through Ask EDD. Look up Ask EDD and you'll find the link for that. If you want to call in, I know you don't want to call into customer service, but if you need it faster, then call into customer service and request those weeks to be populated for you. There's a few different reasons why. Lori, love you, Jenny. Keep up good work. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Raquel says, I am on UI and I ran out of money in January and I haven't received my first extension. Now my benefit year ends next week. What is my best option? Okay, so if you're on UI, you didn't receive the first extension yet. So first extension is a PEUC extension. PEUC extensions will not be updated in claims until 410 through 430. So you're going to be waiting up until possibly 430, as early as 410, unless they start earlier, to receive the next extension. You will then be extended up until claim week ending September 4th, but unfortunately you do still have a while to wait before you receive it. All right. Rodney says, I just started receiving benefits 221, though I filed on 420. For 2020. I asked for back pay and I haven't heard anything after a month for the request. How can I get my backdated certifications? Okay, so if you filed in April of 2020, you are entitled to receive back pay. Individuals that file 12/27 and onward can only be backdated as early as December 1st, 2020. But if you filed before that, then you are entitled to that retroactive payments as long as you qualify. Now, if you started receiving benefits on 2/21, you need to request that backdating. So you're going to go to Ask EDD. Look it up online in Google right now. Just type in Ask EDD, all one word, and then you can go through and you can submit the request through that site and they will backdate you, but it will take a few weeks for them to do so. I need water. All right. Robert Burden needed to file a new claim. Called, got a specialist, did my claim, got rejected, new claim, but got extended till September. Don't need refile, right? No, you don't need to refile. You got your extension, that's good. If you don't qualify for a new claim, the rep puts that into your account and then you are granted the extension. You are good to go right now. All right. Diego Flores, I've spoken to them and EDD says April 9th. They will get more information for the people who are already on extension and have a balance of 0. So should I just wait or actually reapply again? All of their publications state that they will be extending PEUC claimants between April 10th and April 30th. So yes, they will release more information, but they've said between April 10th and April 30th, as long as you're within your benefit year. So I would anticipate them to hopefully do it a little bit earlier because they made such a big deal that they finished PUA early. But up until April 30th, expect to be waiting. You will not reapply again unless you reach the end of your benefit year on UI, PEUC, or Fed Ed. Let me check over here. Okay. All right, I'm at the 3:11 timestamp so that you guys know where I'm at. And as a reminder, I do as many questions as I possibly can, but I don't even read a fraction of the chat box because I'm always talking at you so much. So I try to do as many as I possibly can. If I skip you every 15 minutes, you can re-enter your question. All right, Artie. Previous claim expired, opened a new claim over the phone, received a PUA award letter. Account lets me certify, but payment is pending and claim balance and end date haven't updated from the old claim. Okay, so if you are open a new claim over the phone. Okay, so it sounds like you were UI and now you opened a new claim and they put you in PUA. If you are opening a new claim, it's going to take them between 1 and 3 weeks to review your claim, get it all set up, and get things inputted into UI Online. If you certify, you most likely are certifying on that old claim because it's still there and it hasn't been populated yet. So I would wait for them to update your UI Online when you see that new claim balance, and then double check your certifications because those old pending ones from your old expired claim might not repopulate your new claim. So double check, make sure. If you don't see them, then call customer service. All right, 2Ed TV. They just let me exhaust my Fed Ed after filing a new claim. My claim balance is 0. What do I do? So you're going to exhaust your Fed Ed, and then next you're going to receive the PEUC extension weeks. So those are going to be applied to your claim sometime between April 10th and April 30th, and that will extend your claim up until September 4th. Because you already called into customer service, they already determined that you don't qualify for a new claim, it should be automatic between April 10th and April 30th. All right. Ad D says, no, she doesn't drink water. She drinks smart water. Robert Burden, how do I send a donation? Don't feel obligated to donate. I really appreciate it. But you guys, if you run my playlist that I have linked in the video description on your computer all day on mute, it's a good free way to send help to me. So don't feel obligated to donate. Also, if you leave like 5 comments on my videos when I post them, it really helps them to do better on YouTube. All right, Robert, where you write there is a dollar sign. Addy, thank you for telling him that. I appreciate that. NAS Gaming says, my son is locked out of his account. He can't get through. Should he file another claim? No. If he's locked out of his account, that would be a technical issue, not an issue with his claim, most likely. So he can call tech support. The tech support phone number is different than the customer service phone number. Tech support doesn't like me because I sent people calling there to get through to customer service and they've disabled that. They don't like me. So don't tell them that I sent you. But he can call tech support, EDD, and they will be able to help him access his UI Online dashboard. It'll be much faster than calling the main customer service line. All right, let me refresh this. And while it does, let me drink some water. All right, got that one. Adrian Jude, messed that one up. Where the UI claimants have to answer the quarterly gross pay when filing a new claim. I don't quite understand your question, but I'm going to try. So when you file a new claim, you're going to, yes, you have to answer your quarterly pay. That's how they know if you qualify for a new claim. If you didn't earn anything, then you write zeros. I think that's probably where your confusion lies. So if you didn't earn anything, you'll claim that. Okay, Isaac Jones, my claim says 2/9/2020 on extension. Is it time for me to reapply? So you're on extension. That tells me that you are either PEUC or Fed Ed. 12 months after your claim start date is the end of your benefit year. So in your case, 2/9 is the end of your benefit year. We are now entering April. So yes, it is time for you to file a new claim. If you've been stuck in pending, that is why. If you've been receiving payments like your Fed Ed and you've still been able to be paid, then continue certifying and keep getting paid. But the second you see it gets stuck in pending, call into customer service because that is why. Linda Rivera, hey, Ginny, I just refiled my claim since it's been 12 months. My week said 1 paid. My week 1 said paid. My week 2 said NA. What does that mean for my new claim? Okay, so if you just refiled your new claim, 1 week paid and then 1 week not paid, it could be because UI Online has not yet updated for your new claim. Did they actually update your UI Online yet with new claim balance and a new end date? Because if not, then you're certifying on the old claim and you would need to wait 1, 2, at maximum 3 weeks, but usually between 1 and 2 weeks for them to update that claim in there. I'm guessing that that's what the problem is. However, an NA or a disqualified means that you need to call customer service once they have updated your claim and have them repopulate that certification because it's not going to be paid out. All right. JW Dasso says, I use TurboTax and it seems to be updated for the $10,200 benefit. Great. Yeah, so TurboTax is different editions updated at different points in time. And I don't have all of them confirmed, but most of them do seem to be updated. But amending your state, they're still showing a delay on that one. But I'm glad yours was updated. Chris Yoder, hey Ginny, I'm a 1099 self-employed person. I thought I was on PUA, but my program type says UI, so I'm confused. Also, I've exhausted my benefits, but my end date is 5/1. What can I do? So if you are on UI, 1099, if you had any form of W-2 earnings in the amount of $1,300 or more, even if you just worked for a week, then you would be classified as UI. Now, if you are classified as UI and you are exhausted and you're within your benefit year, you're going to have an automatic PEUC extension applied to your claim. This is going to be automatic because you're within your benefit year, which doesn't end till May. But they're going to take until April 10th through April 30th in order to apply it to your claim. So you still have some time to wait for that, unfortunately. But just wait and you will be extended. Now, if you are classified wrongly, you did not have any form of W-2 income 12 months prior to being unemployed, then you might want to get that fixed. You need to call customer service. All right. Juliana says, I'm not sure if I'm on PEUC, but need the money badly. Do I file a new claim or wait? Okay, well, you need to know what type of claim you are. Otherwise, my answer won't help you. So you're going to go to UI Online, click on Claims History, click on your most recent transaction. That's where you're going to find the program that you're on. If it says DUA, then you are PUA, unless you're in the middle of a wildfire or something like that. If it says PEUC or if it says Extension Tier 1, Extension Tier 2, you're PEUC. So if you're UI or PEUC, you are waiting up until April 10th through April 30th. The EDD will not apply extensions until those dates. All right, Toya G says, when I try to file my claim, I can't click through after I put the hours I worked a week. I'll try to call next week if they ever answer. Okay, so if you can't click through after you put the hours in, I would try accessing the certifications page from the mobile app. So you can do it on your phone or you can do it in most browsers. You can access the mobile app by clicking after you log in. But try it on your phone, try different devices and see if you can use the mobile app and certify that way. And yeah, you do have to wait to certify until you can actually claim that income because that's going to cause a problem for you if you don't claim it. So try to do it using the mobile app and I hope that it works for you. Okay, Bambi, thank you very much. You're very welcome. Thank you. I appreciate the support. All right, Dar Madkins, breaking my computer. I filed a new claim. I haven't heard anything back yet. Should I certify for the weeks coming up? If you certify and you're outside of your benefit year, and you've been stuck in pending, all those pendings most likely are not going to move to paid on their own. Sometimes they do once you file a new claim properly, but in many cases, if they are moving you over to a new claim, in many cases, those weeks don't follow you. So I would wait to see if you are given a new claim and then allow that claim to populate, or if you are having the extension applied because you did not qualify, then I would make sure that you are finished with that process so that you don't have missing weeks. Now, you can certify for them. They can be stuck in pending. They might go to disqualified. And then in that case, if you have a gap in your weeks, you'll need to call customer service and tell them that, and they will have to push those through for you. All right, scrolling down. El Guapo, what do I do if it says maximum benefits paid, but your claim year ends in June? Okay, so if your claim year is still current, maximum benefits paid, most likely you are waiting on a PEUC extension. That means that you are a traditional employee waiting to be extended. You're going to be extended automatically because you're within your benefit year. So all you have to do is wait. But the EDD won't extend PEUC extensions until between April 10th and April 30th. So you're going to be waiting up until April 30th for them to automatically extend your claim. All right, I am going to do 2 more minutes of questions. I've been on here for an hour and a half, you guys. 2 more minutes. I'm going to get down to a more recent timestamp so that people are still here. All right, I'll do 5 more minutes. Okay. Community Wellness is a member, so I'll grab your question. Ginny, will we get missing weeks? PUA, my portal, oh gosh, it's jumping around. My portal shows 2 links. Now 1 for last cycle, 2 for new claim year. My last claim year shows missing payments. If you have anything missing, if you have gaps, I would call into customer service because those gaps in many cases do not auto-populate. They don't seem to fix themselves in most cases. So I would call in. You are entitled to receive retroactive payments if there was a gap. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will be automatic. So you may need to call in. Okay, let's see. Edrin, I already did that one. Odetta Boom. Hi, Ginny. Benefit year started 7/2019 with a weekly benefit award of $362. I've been on PEUC ever since, but for my new and current year, WBA changed to $375, but I keep getting $362. Why is this? Okay, so if you were PEUC, your new claim, when did you file your new claim? It could have just not updated in your UI online yet, possibly, if you filed a new claim any more recent than a few weeks ago, because it can take up to 3 weeks for them to input the changes into your UI online. If that's not the case for you and you're not just waiting for them to update that, then I would call in to customer service because there's some sort of a discrepancy there. NC, thank you very much. My mom said says it ends 4/10/2021 and is on DUA related to COVID-19. Is DUA basically PUA? She didn't claim a disaster. Yes. If you were PUA in your UI online, click on claims history, click on transaction. You'll see the program code there. If it says DUA and you are not in the midst of a wildfire or something like that, then yes, you are PUA. PUA is noted as DUA there. So if it says it ends 4/10, I think that was your only question, was just, is that PUA? Yes, that is PUA. PUA will not need to file a new claim. PUA is extended automatically. All right. Robert Burden, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. All right. Let me grab a couple more questions. Abel Alvarado, my claim date is until November, but my balance is at 0. Yes. So if you're a $0 balance, you are most likely awaiting a PEUC extension to be applied to your claim. That means that you were an employee prior to the pandemic. You're waiting for that next extension. You're going to be extended automatically because you're within your benefit year, but the EDD will not apply that extension until April 10th through April 30th. So you can be waiting potentially up until April 30th to be extended. So unfortunately, it's a long wait. I really hope that they do it faster, but you'll need to wait until they're able to update their claims. Okay. All right, Albert Vargas, I filed a new claim, got a letter of determination saying because I worked 2 days, I didn't qualify for that week. Does that mean I'm completely disqualified? I have 9 weeks pending. Okay, so if you filed a new claim, you got a letter of determination because you worked 2 days and you didn't qualify. No, you are going to then, once you receive the letter of determination, means you don't qualify for a new claim, but you do qualify to have your old claim extended. So next, It's very confusing and alarming, but next you're going to be waiting on another letter to come, and that letter is going to say that you qualify to have your old claim extended. So your old claim is going to be extended. You will be able to be extended up until claim week ending September 4th. Now, in order to collect that extension, the EDD is going to be inputting that change into the claims for PUC sometime between April 10th and April 30th. Jackson, thank you very much. Hi, I exhausted my claim balance and benefit year ends for 5/2021. I'm at extension tier 2. Do I need to file a new claim or not? So if you are on extension tier 2, that means you're a PEUC extension in the second phase, 13 weeks, 11 weeks, 29 weeks. So your benefit year ends 4/5. You will need to file a new claim when you reach the end of your benefit year, 4/5. It's in 2 days. So call into customer service. If you don't qualify, they'll be able to note that in your account, and then you will simply be extended once the PEUC extensions are applied to claims. But yes, you do need to call in and check with customer service so that they can mark you off as either having the extension applied or file your new claim. Okay, scrolling down. Bambi says, thanks for all you do. You're very welcome. Abel, my end date is still November. Hey, Michael, I know that I'm going longer. If you need to run, it's okay. I understand. All right, Abel Alvarado, my end date is till November of this year, but my balance is at 0. What should I do? So if your end date is at November of this year, your balance is at 0. I think I just answered a very similar question. You will be waiting. PEUC will be applied to your claim. You'll be extended up until September 4th. It's going to be automatic, and it will be applied sometime between April 10th and April 30th. All right, AA. Hi, Ginny. I'm really lost. Let's see. And I don't know what my claim is because they have moved me to a different claim, and I have a screenshot of my homepage. Is there any way to show you my homepage? No, I do not take questions outside of video comments and live streams. So no, don't email me anything. I'm not going to look at it, but I can help you here. So in order to go, you're going to go to UI Online. You're going to click on Claims History. From Claims History, you're going to click on the most recent transaction, and then you are going to tell what type of claim you are there. If it says DUA, that means that you are PUA. If it says PEUC, or if it says extension tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, that means you're PEUC, which is an extension of UI. If you're UI, you are an employee. And if you're Fed Ed, you're Fed Ed. So if you are UI, PEUC, Fed Ed, you'll reapply once you reach the end of your benefit year. If you're PUA, you will not need to reapply. All right, Evan Thomas, thank you very much. I think you're just supporting because I don't see a question. Oh, I see it down here. Separate. Okay, Evan Thomas. Hi, Ginny. I'm on PUA. I was a part of the group where they stopped payments at the end of December. I have not received any notices, and when I call, they tell me just to wait. What should I do? I think my quality is coming through really badly. Okay, so if you are PUA, they stop payments at the end of December. I've not received any notices. When you call, they just tell you to wait. PUA should have been extended already. The EDD stated that PUA, they stated in a press release, we're ahead of schedule. All PUA claimants with a $0 balance will be able to certify March 28th. They stated that. If you are PUA and you know for sure that you're PUA and you have not yet been extended, I would call customer service. How do you know if you're PUA? Look in your, what is the dang thing called? Look in UI Online, click on Claims History, and then click on Transaction. If you see DUA, then you're PUA. For anything else, PEUC or UI, you're going to be waiting up until April 10th through April 30th. My brain, you guys, it's breaking. Melissa O'Hara, 300 people are tuning in. It's only the beginning. It's not only the beginning. I'm almost done, but 300 is a low amount. These live streams used to have like 900 people in them, which I'm kind of glad that people's claims are starting to get a little bit fixed. All right, scrolling down. Hold on. All right, we're good. Michael, if you need to head out, I understand, but I appreciate that you're still here. Yeppy01, can you still continue to certify your existing claims when your benefit year ended and while you wait for claim reopen approval? You can, but they're going to all be pending. Now, when some people have their claims extended and they extend your old claim because you didn't qualify for a new one, then those pending in many cases will move to paid because you're staying on the old claim, they refresh it and it's active again. But if you qualify for a new claim and they move you over, those pending weeks will not follow you. So I would not certify if it were me, but that choice is yours. All right, scrolling down. All right, Odette, I did that one. All right, AA, hi Ginny, I'm really lost and I don't know what my claim is because, okay, I already did that one. Raya Hunter, will EDD extend my PUA even if they suspended my account? Why did they suspend your account? Can't answer that without knowing. If they suspended your account, I don't like the word suspended. Sounds to me like they're disqualified. I'm guessing based on no information. A suspended claim would mean that your claim would not be able to collect for some reason. I can't tell you if they will extend a suspended claim. You would need to call customer service and figure that out with them. All right, Jonathan Rico. Hello, Ginny. What is your advice on EDD interviewing people for determination? I was told I'm supposed to receive a call for an interview to determine if I'm eligible for unemployment or not. Okay, so if you're eligible, if you qualified, you applied, you were approved, and you do qualify, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. But they do require you in many cases to do a phone interview. They're going to ask you, are you unemployed due to the pandemic? Why did you leave work? Are you available to look for and accept full-time work, etc.? So don't be too nervous. They're just going to ask you the same sort of questions that you had to answer already on your application. All right, Daniel Oldenquist. I have been given my weeks added, but I'm still pending, and I have done everything they've asked. What do I do now? Okay, so if you were given your weeks, I'm a little confused here. I've been given my weeks added, but I'm still pending. Okay, so if they updated your UI online, I think that's what you mean. They added in your extended weeks. They added in claim balance, but you're still pending. You could still be pending because they didn't have those pending weeks follow you over to a new claim, if that was your case. Or you could still be pending because those weeks, when you certified, something triggered their stop payment alert system, such as stating that you were not looking for work or something along those lines that's pandemic related. If you're still pending and you have already gone through all the process of getting a new claim, etc., then I would call customer service because something is wrong. I'm sorry. Okay, scrolling down. Albert Vargas, I filed a new claim, got a letter of determination saying because I worked 2 days, I didn't qualify that week. Does that mean I'm completely disqualified? I have 9 weeks pending. Okay, so if you worked 2 days, no, you will be extended automatically on your old claim. All right, you guys, I'm going to choose 2 last questions. I have to refresh my browser. This is the sign that I need a new computer, or maybe that I need to stop doing this to my old computer. All right. This has been a very busy chat box, and I have not seen a lot of your messages. I see as many as I can. All right. Scrolling up. Anise says, Ginny, is PUA ending? I heard this is the last cycle. Currently, PUA is extended up until September 4th. PUA is only created and active because of the stimulus bills. Unless there is a new stimulus bill after that September 4th end date, then PUA would be over. So it depends on what point we are at in the game when we get to September 4th. So if there is a new bill, it could potentially be extended, but at this point in time, it will end September 4th. All right, last question that I am going to grab down here. Adrian Perez, I don't know if I have to wait or not once my year ends because I called and they told me to wait after my benefit year ends April 5th. Do I have to wait? So the EDD states online, they say everywhere, press releases, benefit year end page, etc. They state when you reach the end of your benefit year, you must see if you qualify for a new claim. The only way to see if you qualify is to either file a new claim and see if you qualify, or to call customer service and they will be able to tell you if you qualify. If you don't qualify and you're talking to customer service on the phone, then they will put into your account to request that your old claim be extended. So you called into customer service, they told you that you now just have to wait. So it sounds like you are all set now and that your old claim will be extended because you did not qualify. All right, last one. I am going to grab, let's see, hold on. All right, I already did that one. M1, NOR. I'm just past 26 weeks. Regular UI claim balance 0. Should have certified for the past 2 weeks of March, but can't because claim balance is 0. Yeah, you're waiting until April 10th through April 30th, which is when they're applying the PUC extensions. I've already answered that one many times. I'm going to grab one more question here. All right, let's see, I already did that one. Grand Wanderer. Hi, Ginny. I was told by an EDD rep last week that to qualify for Fed Ed, one needs to have earnings of at least around $16,000 in the last 18 months. Have you heard about this? Fed Ed is a complicated calculation. I have a full video that walks through the calculations on my channel homepage, but it's an old video. The calculations are still the same. So go to my channel homepage and just type in the search bar Fed Ed, and you'll be able to see the video which states, how do I qualify for Fed Ed? And I walk you through that full complicated computation there. So you'll be able to check that there. Okay, Andy says, I'm so happy I found you, Jeannie. I left LA late. Nonsense. You guys, why do people like LA late? I don't watch him. I think I've watched 2 minutes of him. And that was it for me. But thank you, Andy. All right. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. Got to go make, not dinner time with my kids yet, but it's playing time to do other things. All right, you guys. So if I did not answer there's still 273 of you in here. If I did not answer your question, try to do as many as I possibly can each time. I've been on here for almost 2 hours, so it's time to go. You are going to leave your questions in the video comments of my most recent videos whenever I publish them. The best way to get a question answered by me is as soon as I publish a video. Make sure you have notification bells set for my channel and you're subscribed. As soon as I publish any topic of video, go to that video and immediately post your question there. I usually stick around in the video comments and try to answer questions for about the first hour after I publish a video. So if you're commenting questions to me in the morning or midday, I usually publish late afternoon and evening. So you want to stick around my channel that time of day because that's when I'm answering the most questions. All right, you guys, I will see you next time. Oh, and as a reminder, because I just remembered this, tomorrow is Sunday, but tomorrow is Easter Sunday, and the EDD, you guys, the phone lines, I am guessing, I have not looked this up, but I would guess that the EDD phone lines are going to be closed because Easter Sunday. So don't call the EDD tomorrow and expect to get through. All right. That's it, you guys. All right. I'll see you next time.